Hey, Dustin Rhoades here, Dreamstyle San Diego. Just wanted to tell you about my friends at Ingage and a little bit about the platform we utilized almost 2 years ago, right? So when I was thinking about how to take the headache out of my keynote and basically, AKA my PowerPoint for Apple, right? So if I figured out one of the biggest headaches I had was changing information that was already on the reps' iPads, right? Rather than going on there and trying to change a slide or erasing off an old keynote and adding a new one, took me half an hour to hour burning time, right? Anytime I wanted to make a change, and every year when cost versus value hits and we increase our price conditioning in there, that would again be an event that I would not look forward to. So the thing I love about Ingage, one of the reasons we adapted it is the access piece, right? Not to mention we work our butt off to make sure we build our businesses up. So knowing that a representative can leave at any time and take our information to a competitor, and now they have everything we worked our rear end off for, and then we have no access or no way to protect ourselves and know what's happening with it, right? So the cool thing about Ingage is I can shut off access and give access in the drop of a finger. So if somebody leaves my organization or I want to terminate them, I can literally shut off their access immediately. If I want to make a change to a presentation, increase my price presentation, work on a new tool, I found out a new hotspot where it looks like you're looking at a picture, touch a button, and suddenly it explodes out like an after picture of video, which really puts your presentation on steroids, allowing you to make sure you make those changes instantaneously. Other than instantaneous information and making sure that we can change things on the fly, remove access and gain access on the fly, is what results has it brought to our organization. Oh my gosh, this is one of the best things you don't know. Keynote, PowerPoint, a lot of your presentation materials out there don't have analytics. This on the back end of it, where you really learn how to utilize it. How many of you guys think when you walk into the house, is my representative using my presentation or not, right? Are they even doing what they're supposed to be doing? The beautiful thing, I can pull up at any time and tell what representative, based on what time frame they're running during the day, if they open that presentation or not. So I can see that, right? And then secondly, let's say a representative was killing it last month, and then for some reason their number's good in the toilet, for the next month. You're like, what is going on, right? Is there a behavior thing, or is there an activity going on in their personal life? I don't know what's going on. So the cool thing is you can sit down with them, you can look at their presentation slide by slide and see what slide they were spending the amount of time on. Like this individual versus last month, she was spending almost 3 minutes on one particular slide, and then 30 seconds this following month when her numbers went down. So I said, well, tell me about that slide. And we pulled it up and figured out it was a single source accountability slide. She had skipped that. And where she had gone 30 seconds because somebody told her it wasn't important, she bought the lie and now changed her whole presentation. We were able to make that small correction right there on the fly, get her back on track. She ended her month and ended up killing it the rest of that month, right? But I would have never been able to do that without either, number one, getting in the car with her, and say you've got multiple people making the same stuff. How much time is that going to take? I mean, there's no replacement being in the car, but being able to use the analytics to help me through a quick win was amazing, right? And you can do that with all your representatives to test your behaviors, see how often they're opening it, how much time they're spending in, and those analytics are priceless, right? And the last thing, how's Ingage impacted sales and training for Dreamstyle? I'll give you one instance, right? And this was one that I had been pushing to get a patio door sample in swing. The great thing is I was able to take our showroom sample of basically the Infinity in-swing door, create a little video, which showed basically the lock mechanism. So you can see the multi-point locking mechanism. You can see the weather stripping. You can see the adjustable hinges. We can see the basically Fibrex seal, and we're able to create a video for the reps to be able to take that into the house with them. So in mobile, when we talk about mobile showroom, we took the basically in-swing door, and we're able to bring that into the customer's house with us and have me present it. So the customer can see that every time. So it's like taking the showroom and it's like bringing it to their home with the interactivity by putting that video on there that they can scroll motion, start, stop. There's other videos, there's pictures, all kinds of different engaging type things that you can utilize on there. And there's so many tools and tricks that you can do that really brings your presentation to life, right? One of the things I tell you, my team, myself, I couldn't picture living or working a day without Ingage. The presentation obviously does exactly what the name says. It engages your customers. In a time frame nowadays where the iPhone, people can't spend less than more than 60 seconds on one thing, probably having a hard time even watching this video. The biggest thing is this brings the presentation out to keep their attention, right? Gives your representatives another tool in their bag to help them get the results that you're wanting them to get and they want to get. And again, gives your customer that experience that leaves you rememberable, right? How do you get referrals? Be remarkable, be rememberable. All right, guys, that's a little bit about Ingage and how we utilize it here. Telling you the little fee every month, it will pay for itself tenfold, hundredfold. Again, I know you're going to love it. See you guys.